Okay, let's start the class now. Can you hear me? Okay, good. Thank you, Hamed. Okay, today's class is about entry modes. Would you prefer if I didn't talk, if I just typed it out instead? No response. Good man. Good question. From Sultan. Very interesting. Okay, Salam, Hamad, and Humaid. Sultan. Okay, let's start. Let's start this. I have two laptops here. So if one falls down, we'll probably have the other one. Sultan, yes. For today are explain and discuss the difference between market pioneer and fast follower. The second one is explain the non-equity international market entry methods. Now, in the next class, we will do equity-based international market entry methods. These are the ways in which we're going to markets without putting in equity, putting in our own money, in a sense, without taking a share. Okay. How we licenses, for example, franchising. These are all non-equity methods. And of course, as it says, more entry methods next week. Here's the first slide. It's about how pioneers can gain and maintain competitive edge in new markets. The main thing is pioneers may not perform as well in the long run as followers. And then pioneers are more successful when high entry barriers exist and the firm has sufficient size, resources, and competencies. Now I'm going to go directly to writing it. How many of you know what first mover advantage is? Okay, begin the first in the market. What else? Not necessarily 100% market share, but a share of the market. That somebody who starts with the market is the one who decides what the rules are going to be. Expanding the market, yes, someone who expands the market. But the first movers are the ones who go into the market, they expand the market, they make the market happen, they decide how the market is going to grow, decide what the rules of the game are going to be, what the way of doing business is going to be. They decide all these things, and anyone who follows them in has to follow those rules. So they will decide, for example, the main, let's say, the main categories of business, how the business is going to be done. They're going to decide which technology is going to be used for this business. Like, for example, putting in the technology for mobile phones. Whoever went into mobile phones first and put a camera or a video camera on their mobile phones, they're the ones who decided what everyone else would use after the fact. So they have the technology, they develop the technology, and they have first mover advantage. The one who goes in first and is successful with that technology, that is the one which will be the first mover. That will be the one which will probably be the market leader also. Mansoor has to take 6 steps. Yes, okay. Okay. Now, The problem with the first movers is that although they're very successful in introducing into the market, they get into the market, they're very successful at it, but there's a problem. The problem is this, that they may not have the resources to go on expanding. Their ideas may be good, they may have expanded the market a little bit. Let's say they went in and they said, okay, if we get 1,000 customers, we'll be very happy. Well, they get that 1,000 customers, they may expand it to 10,000 customers, but there's still room for the market, but they do not have the resources to expand it any further. And for that, you need more financing. So what happens is the followers then go inside, they take over the market from them, and they go and expand it. They might buy the company out. Hi, Thani. I see. Cough syrup, etc. Okay, very good. Yes. Okay, let's go ahead with this. Pioneers, it says, are not successful because, well, they may not be successful because they may not have the financial resources. But it says that pioneers are most successful when high barriers to entry exist. Like, for example, they may be the only ones who have the technology,